Hello and welcome to the Auntie Lisa show. Today I'm filming from the world famous location of Uncle Stephen's old bedroom at Nanny and Gugug's house. Hence, beautiful curtains. Right, so things that came up today were Sunny Bunnies, a hot air balloon, a fun fair, Balthazar Bratt, and a new story starter which looks like that, which I will read to start the story. Okay, so let us begin. There's a secret we haven't told any of you, the head teacher said. Our school is actually and that's where it starts. And I'm going to make it. Our school is actually a school for secret agents. And that was the announcement that they made in the morning at school where Aleksander goes to school. And where hopefully one day Kristoffer will also go. She explained that in fact Barnhagen was also a training ground for mini secret agents, but that their jobs were age appropriate. However, big school was where some serious secret agent training went down. And that is why they have such cool climbing frames and a climbing wall there. Because, as everybody knows, secret agents must be good at climbing. It's for all the sneaking out of windows. And in windows. And just generally sneaking around. So, after the head teacher had made this shock announcement, Aleksander and his friends were all like, "What? OMG!" But the head teacher went on. Now, you guys have been specially selected to be the next bunch of top secret agents. Aleksander could not believe his ears. He said, "Oh my goodness, me and my friends are going to be secret agents and fight crime around the world?" And she said, "Yes, because you have proven yourselves especially good at building things, for example with Lego, and at telling brilliant stories, and at learning complicated names of dinosaurs, surprisingly important in secret agent work. And did you all receive your special secret agent Nerf guns from Father Christmas?" Everybody nodded. Yes, they had received their secret agent Nerf guns from Father Christmas. They thought it had been an odd choice of present from Father Christmas because he's normally very sensible. Auntie Lisa always used to get pants. Not anymore, apparently. People get Nerf guns. "What is the world coming to?" Auntie Lisa had exclaimed when she saw the Nerf guns instead of pants in Aleksander and Kristoffer's sacks. Well, this is what the world was coming to. Aleksander said, "Excuse me, miss, but my little brother also got a Nerf gun. Is that a secret agent Nerf gun too?" And she said, "Oh, that is out of the ordinary. I thought there was an age limit on secret agentness. Let me just check. Hold on. Oh, yes, I see here. Kristoffer Erdegård has been specially selected to join in the secret agent training because," let me just scroll through, because of his amazing dinosaur knowledge. Well, I never. That will be the youngest secret agent we've ever enlisted. There we go. So yes, that's right. That's why he's got a secret agent Nerf gun too. God, blimey, said Alexander. This is the best day ever. Wait till I tell Mum and Dad. Said the head teacher. Well, obviously, we don't keep secrets from mummies and papas. So we have explained that you have been specially selected for secret agent school as a sideline to your normal education. Whether they fully understand that you're really a secret agent or not, we're not 100% sure. But we did send them a letter and they did sign an agreement. So I'm sure it's fine. We're all covered under the insurance at least anyway. So, well, Alexander, I tell you what, your brother will have to have secret agent training after school. When he finishes Barnhage, he can come down here and join you because secret agent training is going to be a special after-school club. Because otherwise, all the other children will know about it and be jealous. And then it will not be very secret. Okay, said everybody. So we're not allowed to tell the other children? No, 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 said the head teacher. This is top secret. Only mums and dads and other secret agents are allowed to know that you guys have been selected for secret agent training. Whoa. What a day. What a day. Alexander rushed home that evening and talked to Kristoffer all about it. Kristoffer was like, what? We're going to be secret agents? Alexander said, yes, actual ones. Kristoffer was like, whoa. That's why I got a Nerf gun from Father Christmas. Yes, said Alexander. It's okay though. We're going to have secret agent training after school at Secret Agent Training Club. And you are invited. Mummy's going to get a special letter. Well, sure enough, Mummy and Papa, that is, did get a special letter. And of course they signed the agreement because, obviously, it's not real secret agent training, is it? But it is. So, on day 1 of secret agent training, they learnt super amazing ninja skills. Alexander and Kristoffer were already pretty good at ninja skills. So, they passed that class with flying colours. On day 2 of secret agent training, Alexander and Kristoffer practiced with all the other secret agent training kids their Nerf gun shooting skills. Now, it's very, very important when shooting a Nerf gun that you do not aim it at your friends. Very important. Also important that you do not aim it at your head teacher, who is the instructor of the secret agent training skills program. This Alexander learned the hard way. He was overexcited to have his Nerf gun out, and he went, pew! Uh-oh, he just pinged one off of Maud's head. She was in tears. He got me with a Nerf gun! Alexander was laughing his head off, and then when a fit of craziness overtook him as the head teacher came over to give him a good telling off, he went, hands up, head teacher! Pew! Shot the head teacher right in the belly button. She hit the roof, and she's normally a very calm head teacher. She was like, Alexander Jack, this is your final warning. And it's your first one as well. And he said, what is the warning? And she said, no shooting Nerf guns at your friends or your head teacher. And he went, no, can I shoot them at my Auntie Lisa? She said, only if she says yes, okay? That is all. Nobody else. Alexander said, okay. What if she's on the Facebook portal? No, said the head teacher quite abruptly. You must not shoot Nerf guns at the Facebook portal. You'll break it. Okay, said Alexander. I'm really sorry that I shot you, Maud, and I'm really sorry that I shot you, head teacher. I promise it won't happen again. I just got overexcited, you see. Well, Maud forgave him because she's a really nice friend. And then head teacher said, okay, well, I have to say, Alexander, you were a pretty good shot. Aiming right in the belly button? And he said, yeah, I was aiming for the belly button. And I shot you right in the belly button. She said, well, pretty impressive shooting. But let's keep that shooting to the firing range of Nerf gun school. So they set up a special firing range to practice their Nerf gun shooting. And sure enough, Alexander was one of the best. And not far behind him, given his age, was our young Kristoffer. He was like, pew, pew! And he was also not in trouble with the head teacher. That was good. Now, Nerf gun training, of course, can't fight dastardly criminals on its own. The Nerf guns are training for one day getting your own sleepy dart blaster. But they had to pass a special test before they would be allowed a sleepy dart blaster. And of course, prove themselves trustworthy, because you cannot be going around with a sleepy dart blaster just blasting anyone like your head teacher just because you felt like it. Now, the next day was flight training. And by flight, I mean hot air balloon training, because it's one of the stealthiest ways of getting around. Nobody expects a secret agent in a hot air balloon. Everybody sees a hot air balloon and goes, what a lovely hot air balloon. I'd love to do that one day, wouldn't you? And that's as much as they think about it. Sometimes maybe they point out the colour. They go, ooh, an orange one. Lovely. That's it. No one thinks for a minute, I wonder if there's a secret agent in that hot air balloon spying on us. Not ever. Not even master criminals. So they did the hot air balloon training, and all of that went super fantastic. And then the secret agent head teacher of Secret Agent Head Teacher School said, you guys have all been so good this week, training really hard, that after today's activity, I think we should all go and let our hair down at the fun fair. Wow, the day's training was climbing. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alexander and Kristoffer were amazing. And to be fair, so were the rest of their friends, who were also secret agent trainees. The head teacher was thrilled. She said, okay, everybody, I'm going to give you 100 kroner each, which is quite a lot of money. And you can all go on whatever rides you like at the fun fair. Okay, but you must, excuse me, you must stick together and be good. And don't tell anybody that you are secret agent trainees, all right? Okay, said Alexander and Kristoffer and Maud and the rest of their little buddies. And off they went to the fun fair. It was fantastic. At the fun fair, there was loads of cool stuff. For example, there was one of those big wheels that is enormous. And when you go up in it, you can see all around. And then you go all the way down again and all the way up again. And Alexander and Kristoffer were having the best time on that. And then they went on the bumper cars. And that was fantastic. And they actually bumped into something really strange, which was the Sunny Bunnies were on the bumper cars. Very, very odd. Alexander and Kristoffer thought it was very odd that cartoon characters were on the bumper cars. But there they were, bumping around the place, crashing into other people. Alexander and Kristoffer, oh, well, I mean, why not? The Sunny Bunnies can be on the bumper cars if they want to. They've got to have a day off, I guess. And then they looked around and they saw, hang on a minute, isn't that an OmNom on the waltzers? Well, that's very strange. On the waltzers. Well, I never. Spinning round and round and round and trying to chase those sweets with the OmNoms. Hop, hop, hop. Trying to eat as much as they possibly could. And then they looked on that, what's that horrible one that spins round a lot? Ooh, the teacups. And on the teacups, which is Auntie Lisa's least favourite of all of the rides. Oh, no, wait, the waltzers is the worst. Auntie Lisa was sick on the waltzers once, but that's another story. On the teacups was the minions on the teacups. They looked like they were having the best time. Alexander and Kristoffer couldn't believe their eyes on the teacups. Well, it was a very strange day at the fun fair. But, you know, when you're training to be a secret agent, I guess you start to look at the world a little bit differently. And where you would have just not noticed that there were minions riding the teacups and you thought they're just people in costumes, you realise they're actually minions riding the teacups. How strange. Then Alexander and Kristoffer went on the ghost train, which was part ghost train, part roller coaster. Which meant you went for a really spooky house with loads of skeletons and ghosts going rah, rah, rah. And then you went on a terrifying roller coaster that went up and round and round and round and round and down. And Alexander and Kristoffer were so excited. But as they sat down, they realised the people in the roller coaster ghost train with them, carriage I suppose you'd call it, were talking about committing a dastardly crime. They overheard them discussing shutting down the roller coaster mid-ride and then holding the whole fun fair to ransom. Alexander and Kristoffer sat there like this and listened as they explained the whole plot to each other. They couldn't quite see who these people were. One of them was kind of tall and thin and had sort of stupid looking hair and terrible tasting clothes. And the other one they couldn't quite place. But this one was sort of shorter and a bit fatter. And they weren't sure who it was. They weren't sure who either of them was. They weren't sure until a little bit later. Now, they were still, at this point, strapped in to the roller coaster. And they were thinking, uh-oh, what if they're planning to stop the roller coaster while we're on it? Alexander said to Kristoffer, hey, what if they stop it while we're on it? Kristoffer said, I don't think they will. I think they'll do it when they're off it. Alexander said, good point, Kristoffer. Otherwise they'd be stuck on it too. That's what I thought. Okay, I think we're all right. Let's just keep listening in and then we'll follow them, all right? Good plan. So they kept listening in and they went on the most amazing rides, round and round and round and up and down and they were like, ah! Ah! And the people in front, well, they were screaming too. Ah! So much so that Alexander and Kristoffer started to get an inkling of who they might be. Or at least who one of them was. And their suspicions were confirmed when they all got off the roller coaster at the end and followed that suspicious person. It was none other than master criminal, terrible wearer of clothes, and outrageous musical taste, Balthazar Bratt. Alexander and Kristoffer were like, what is Balthazar Bratt at the fun fair? Oh my God. We've got to get some more intelligence on this. And they started getting out their secret detective stuff, like camera and some recording equipment. And then they were like, we've got to get some help. And they started charging around, looking for the rest of the secret detective gang. But they couldn't find them anywhere. Oh no! The head teacher had told them to stay together. Sure, they'd stayed together as brothers, but they hadn't stayed together with the rest of the trainee secret detectives. Oh no! This could be a disaster. Well, it darn near was a disaster, because the next thing that happened is Aleksander and Kristoffer turned around and spotted all of their secret detective friends and the head teacher of the secret detective training agency at the school, strapped into the roller coaster. And they were like, no, get off the roller coaster, get off the roller coaster. And they ran towards them. You've got to get off the roller coaster. They're going to stop the roller coaster. It was too late. Everybody was already strapped in. And once you are strapped in on the roller coaster, that is it. You are committed. And the roller coaster went, first of all, through the ghostly bits, which terrified all of them. And then it went up to the very highest point of the very highest loop, the loop of the roller coaster. And there it stopped. And they all dangled upside down like, and looked terrified. And then over the loudspeaker came the terrible noise of the guitar. And it went, if you ever want to escape, you secret detectives are going to have to pay me $1 million. Well, Aleksander and Kristoffer knew exactly who that was. It was Balthazar Bratt, but nobody else knew. And they were like, oh, we haven't got $1 million. We're just going to have to catch him our own way. What can we do? What can we do? He must think we're trapped there too. He doesn't realise that we are secret detectives as well. How to catch Balthazar Bratt? First of all, we need to figure out where he is, said Kristoffer. Said Aleksander. Well, I think I know. Really? Said Kristoffer. Yes, said Aleksander. I think he must be in that control tower over there that has all the power supplies to all of the different rides and the loudspeakers. Well, Kristoffer said, that's a blooming good point, Aleksander. I bet he is up there as well. But what to do? Now, they were just thinking, what if we just sneak up? When they realised that Balthazar Bratt had loads of henchmen all guarding the tower and all the other rides that, by the way, had also stopped. Now, over the loudspeaker, they were saying, you need to pay us millions of pounds and deliver it to this secret location. You'll never know who we are. We've got a hot air balloon coming in to take us away. Well, who do we know who's had some hot air balloon training? Of course, Aleksander and Kristoffer had had some hot air balloon training, and they realised what they had to do. They snuck out of that fun fair. They climbed, using their ninja climbing skills, over the fun fair fence, because sometimes a fence goes around a fun fair. This one had a fence. Over the fence. In the distance, they spotted a hot air balloon getting blown up. And they were like, that must be his hot air balloon. We need to steal it, and then we'll be able to catch him. So they stealthily crept up. And then they went, surprise! And now there were some henchmen by the hot air balloon, but the henchmen were so shocked to see two kids turning up that they were like, oh, what do you kids want? And Aleksander and Kristoffer were like, well, we want to go on a ride in the hot air balloon, please. And the henchmen were like, well, you can't. This is our hot air balloon. And Aleksander and Kristoffer did the most cleverest thing they could ever do. They went, oh my God, a balloon. Oh my God, a balloon. Ah! And they had a big old meltdown. A massive meltdown. Ah! And the henchmen were like, shh, don't want to draw attention to ourselves. Shh. There, little boy. There. Now, while one of them was comforting Aleksander, Kristoffer snuck round the back. Snuck into the hot air balloon basket and then gave Aleksander a quick and Aleksander was like, oh, I feel fine now. And then he ran like the wind to the hot air balloon basket. And Kristoffer and Aleksander released the basket and went up into the air. All the henchmen were left on the ground going, what just happened? We've been outwitted by a couple of kids. Oh, no. Well, the mayor of the town was trying to gather together enough money to release all the people from the different funfair rides, especially the secret agents that were trapped, still dangling upside down on the roller coaster. And Balthazar Bratt, who was in the control tower, but nobody knew who it was like, I will be escaping soon, but you all need to put some money in the secret location, and then I will switch the power back on. Well, Balthazar Bratt thought that his escape ride had arrived when the hot air balloon arrived above the control tower. And Aleksander and Kristoffer threw down a ladder to him and his friend, who we still don't know who is. And Balthazar Bratt went, have you put the money where I asked you, Mayor? And the mayor replied on a loud hailer, yes, we'll put the money in the secret location. Please switch on the power again. Please, we've got to release these people from the funfair rides before they all throw up. Well, Balthazar Bratt said, okay then, see you later, losers. And he switched the power on, so the funfair rides all finished their rides and released the people. And he climbed up into the basket with Aleksander and Kristoffer, who by this point had disguised themselves as very small henchmen. And he said, hey, you guys, you don't look like my usual henchmen. Aleksander said, yeah, we're henchmen. What are you trying to say about our size? Kristoffer went, yeah, what are you trying to say? And Balthazar Bratt and his friend went, oh, nothing. Just get us home, would you? And Aleksander and Kristoffer said, okay. And they put some more hot air into the hot air balloon. But they did not fly Balthazar Bratt home. No, sirree. They flew him straight to the police station. And they landed outside the police station, where the police surrounded, as you would, the hot air balloon, because they knew that the bad guy had escaped in it. They surrounded the hot air balloon, and Aleksander and Kristoffer jumped out and went, we've caught them! The horrible criminals who held the funfair to ransom are here. Off you go. And the police were like, what just happened? Okay, you are under arrest, and so is your short, fat friend, who I still don't know who it is, but it's a bad guy, and he's under arrest, he's going to jail. And they took Balthazar Bratt and his sidekick to jail, and they locked them up with no bubblegum, which was one of the worst things you could do to Balthazar Bratt, because he loves bubblegum. And they took away his keytar too. It was a sad, sad day to be Balthazar Bratt. And then everyone was like, wow, you're our heroes. And Aleksander and Kristoffer said, it's all in a day's work. And they snuck away, because when you're a secret agent, you cannot go round having parades in your honour, because then everyone in the bad guys' world will know who you are. But of course the other secret agents and the head teacher of Secret Agent School knew exactly who had saved the day. And when they went back to school that next week, after school at Secret Agent School training, they had a big party. And they had cake and they had tea. And do you know who they invited? They invited Auntie Lisa. And she put some safety goggles on and let all the kids shoot Nerf guns at her, which she immediately regretted. That is the end of the story. Love you. Night night.